Welcome to Golden Week, and for our Year 3 celebration, there's quite a lot of things going on. Alongside the Legendary Alm banner that is out right now, we have a bunch of events starting as well, and that includes the addition of the new Allegiance Battles game mode that was talked about in the last Fade channel. In this video, I'll be covering all of the events for Golden Week specifically, then we'll talk about the pair-up mechanic more because now everyone gets to try it out in the new Allegiance Battles mode. We'll do a refresher on how the mode works, plus there's some new details we now know, lots of things to discuss, so let's get started. Golden Week is having 9 events, and the first 2 include login bonuses. For login bonus number 1, we are getting 10 first summon tickets. For what banner, you may ask? Well, they are for the new Hero Fest banners, which feature the past 2 Choose Your Legends winners. I'll cover these in just a bit. Now, since there's 2 banners, we get 5 tickets for round 1, and then 5 tickets for round 2, with the tickets alternating daily. We'll come back to the Hero Fest shortly. For login bonus number 2, we simply get 20 orbs overall. That starts in a couple days, so just the usual login every day, you'll get 20 easy orbs. For event number 3, we are getting daily reward maps. Starting today, we'll get 1 new map every day with 2 difficulties for each one. Each one offers 1 orb as a reward, which means in total, that's another easy 20 orbs. If you're a new player, don't worry, these are stupid easy maps. We're now already up to 40 orbs and 10 free summons so far. Coming back to the Hero Fest banners, event number 4 and 5 feature Choose Your Legends banners. Both of these are out right now, and as mentioned, you can get some free summon tickets to make full summons a lot cheaper. As a reminder, Hero Fest banners feature a starting 5% focus rate, but unlike legendary banners, you can still get pity broken by a non-focus unit. Still, this is an amazing opportunity to grab any of these units. Round 1 features Choose Your Legends or Brave versions of Lynn, Ike, Roy, and Lucina. Round 2 features Celica, Hector, Veronica, and Ephraim. Event 6 features quests for Allegiance battles. These are for the first and second seasons of the mode, and you can get 5 more first summon tickets for each Hero Fest banner. That's 10 in total, and it is split apart for Season 1 and Season 2 of Allegiance battles. You should know that the Allegiance battles seasons are on the same schedule as Arena, so Season 1 ends really early in about only 2 days. The quests are very easy, just complete rounds of the new mode. For Season 1, you get 3 summon tickets for round 2 and 2 tickets for round 1. Next season, I assume it will then switch to 3 tickets for round 1 and 2 tickets for round 2. That's 5 for each round and 10 overall. If you've been keeping track, you'll get 40 orbs and 20 first summon tickets, 10 for each Hero Fest banner. That's pretty cool. 20 tickets essentially equals 100 orbs since you can only use them for the first summon, which costs 5 orbs anyway. Even if you don't care about the Hero Fest banner, that's still 20 summons. For event number 7, it's an Aether Raids event. Similar to the other Aether Raid events, there are quests to earn Spring Aether Stones. You can use these special Aether Stones to buy limited time structures. This time you can get an Iron Fence, the Foreboding Lizard, and the Lending Library. If you get these structures, they will also show up in your Aether Resort too. To end things off, event 8 is 2 double EXP and SP events. First round starts now and lasts for a few days, then the second round of double EXP and SP kick off later next month. The reason there's a gap is because event number 9 is a quintuple EXP and SP event. That is 5 times the normal amount of XP and SP, which is ridiculous. Essentially, this takes place in between the 2 double EXP and SP events. Be on the lookout for this in a couple days and have fun farming up. That wraps up all the Golden Week specific events. Now let's talk about pair-ups. The pair-up mechanic has been in the game for a bit now, however you can only try it out if you had Legendary Roy. This is because some legendary heroes have the pair-up ability instead of a stat boost for Blessed Allies. You can find pair-up in the Interact with Allies menu, and you can set a unit to pair up with Roy or Legendary Alm who also has the ability. When you then deploy Roy or Alm to battle and don't have their cohort, aka partner, on the same team, then they will join together as a pair-up unit. The catch is that pair-up only works in a few modes: main story, pair logs, the training tower, and the new Allegiance Battles mode. Trust me, this would be a crazy thing if you could use it in Arena. Pairing up comes with some interesting benefits. First, the paired allies get a stat boost. This boost is based off of their partner's stats. You can calculate each stat boost as listed. For attack, you subtract 25 from the partner's attack stat and divide by 10. For speed, defense, and resistance, you instead subtract only 10 from each respective stat. The maximum bonus you can get is +4 to any stat, and when you divide, you have to round down. So here's an example with my Legendary Roy paired up with my Ephraim. For Roy's stat boost, we input Ephraim's stats in the equations. For example, 56 attack minus 25 is 31, 31 divided by 10 is 3.1, rounded down to 3. For speed, take Ephraim's 34 speed minus 10 and divide by 10 to get +2. Do the same for defense and res to get +2 defense and +1 resistance. You'll see the stat boost in battle. My Roy went from 50 attack to 53 attack, and keep in mind this stat boost works the other way too. That means Ephraim gets increased stats based off of Roy's stats. Now you can take advantage of this stat boost because paired up units can switch out in the middle of a battle. A new switch button appears when you choose your pair up units, and you can even switch after they have taken their action. One stipulation is that if any of your paired up units has dance or sing, neither partner can be danced or sing. That may be an issue, so be careful. Now I have an example to showcase pair up. We'll talk about it shortly, but you can use pair up with any unit in Allegiance battles. So I paired up my Tabaran with a friend's Cordelia. She has Gale Force and she procs it against the enemy Tabaran. I use her to make another attack, and then I switch to Tabaran. I can then dance Tabaran, have him make an attack, and have him proc his own Gale Force. This allows another action, so in total this pair up team made 4 actions with the help of a dancer. That is some pretty insane stuff, and Gale Force is absolutely going to be a good special for pair up units. Dancers are also very good since you can swap the paired up units anytime. Do keep in mind that it matters who is out on the field when a turn starts. If my Tabaran is out, he can then get Azura's attack buff. However, if I were to switch to Cordelia, she won't have that attack buff. Keep this in mind before you end your turn. Now moving on, we can finally talk about Allegiance battles. This is a brand new game mode where you have to defeat all the enemies that spawn to get a high score. In this mode, you can also use the pair up mechanic, and as you just saw, any unit can be paired up, not just Legendary Roy or Alm. In Allegiance battles, the goal is to post a high score like Arena, but you are free to challenge the map any number of times. The enemy's strength is tied to your team's strength, and that is talking about their Arena score. Every battle features the same map, but the enemies can change. It's not drastic because it seems to choose from a certain pool of units, however that means sometimes you make it lucky. Allegiance battles works on a 1-week season cycle, and it's the same schedule as Arena or Aether Raids. For the pair up feature, you can form a pair with one of your friend's units. The rightmost unit on your team is the one who is getting paired up with your friend's proxy hero. You can select any of your friend's proxy heroes under set use proxy. Despite having infinite amount of challenges, you can only use each proxy once per day. Something to keep in mind if you find a good combo and you want to use it again. In the Allegiance Battles menu, you can also set your own proxy hero, so choose someone you think would be a strong pair-up unit for your friends. For legendary heroes like Roy or Alm who have the pair-up ability, they are still valuable because they can bring in their own pair partners as long as you place them in team slot 1, 2, or 3. That means if you have Roy and Alm, it's possible to have 3 pair-up units currently, and I'm sure that will become 4 in the future. This is actually important because it does tie into scoring. Again, Allegiance Battles is similar to Arena where you are trying to post the highest score you can get for each week. Your total score is made up of 4 different things: battle score, synergy bonus, friend bonus, and quest bonus. We'll go over each of them right now. Battle score is the main source of score, and it's made up of your Arena score plus various bonuses. Like Arena, you can select 3 difficulties to fight in, with the highest one having your highest Arena score for your team. Also, like Arena, if you lose a unit, you lose base score, so you want to avoid casualties. The various battle score bonuses are granted for doing certain things in the actual fight. You get plus 10 points for KOing a green unit with a red unit, plus 10 points for beating a red unit with a blue unit, and then plus 10 for beating blue with green. Basically, you get plus 10 for following the weapon triangle. For colorless, you get plus 10 by beating them with another colorless unit. Finally, you get plus 5 score for KOing a foe with a pair up unit. For example, if my Legendary Roy is paired up and he gets a KO on a green foe, that's plus 15 bonus score for me. Obviously, to get a high score, you'll want to meet these objectives, and that can create some interesting situations. For the synergy bonus, it's quite simple. Win 1 battle in a season to increase your synergy. For this week, that gets you plus 1 synergy, however, I'm not sure if it's going to be a flat plus 1 every season. Synergy is also capped at 99, so yeah, if it's plus 1 per week, that's 99 weeks. Seems kind of unfortunate for anyone who starts later on, but we'll have to see how it plays out. For the friend bonus, this is based on your 3 highest ranking friends. It's calculated by taking their score and dividing by 100. Again, I assume you round down. This has a max value of plus 8 for each friend, and that means they need to achieve at least 800 total score. This is capped at plus 24 points. As long as you have some decent players on your friends list, you should be able to get the maximum amount. If not, better start making some new friends. The last bonus is the quest bonus. This has you defeating a certain boss unit each season. The quest bonus is completed by both you and your friends list, so once again, if you have an active friends list, this is pretty easy to get. This is capped at 25 points, which means 25 boss unit kills. Keep in mind you can do this yourself since you can keep challenging the map over and over, but it shouldn't really be necessary. Take all of these different scores to get our total high score for the week. As mentioned, everything but the battle score should be pretty easy to max out, however the main chunk of points does come down to how you play. For really high scores you'll need a strong arena scoring team, and this is where having the extra legendary heroes with pair up does come into play. With Roy and Alm you can have more pair up units, and remember they get that extra plus 5 points just for getting a kill. Also keep in mind you can always re-challenge the map and try to get a more favorable enemy spawn. The rewards for this mode include Dragon Flowers for your rank, and then Hero Feathers for your score. This will be distributed at the end of each season. Have fun trying out new pair partners, and we'll just have to see how Allegiance Battles turns out. That covers everything for this year's Golden Week celebration. Tons of orbs, free summons, and 2 Hero Fest banners. We also have a new game mode, plus don't forget Legendary Alm is here and you can challenge his legendary map. I do want to point out that the Fire Emblem Heroes collab in Dragalia Lost has kicked off, and it's pretty awesome. If you ever want to check out the game, now is a very good time to do so. Anyway, thanks for watching, have fun with Golden Week, and I'll see you in the next video.
SO 延長戦ビス